All right, guys, as you can see, I'm in my college dorm room right now. And in this video, it's about 7:53. I'm going to be talking about the 3 lessons I learned from my first hackathon. So about 2 weeks ago, I was invited to do a hackathon at my school. And I did it. And, I was very excited to do it. And then kind of get this off the top of my head. But first off, the first lesson I learned was that you just need more experience. So basically what a hackathon is, in this case for my school, we did a startup hackathon, and our job was to make a startup and then pitch it as if, like Shark Tank with Mark Cuban, and I don't even know if he's actually still on the show, but our job was to pitch a startup, and that was what we did. And I think the thing I learned the most, one of the things I take away, I have 3 points here, is that you just need more experience. When it comes to CS, you can't just sit around just doing all of the classwork that you do. Honestly, in my opinion, a lot of it is pretty inefficient and it doesn't necessarily help the students a lot. I know the teachers try, but with AI and everything like that, like you can gain plenty more experience outside of just class, which is way more helpful and applicable to the real world. So if I were you, in this sense, do the hackathons, go do the lead code problems, reach out to people, talk to them about real world scenarios, and go build stuff that you are interested in. Because I think a lot of people get this wrong, is like they kind of are just kind of like placing their time into just building stuff for companies, when oftentimes I feel personally, as a personal opinion here, companies don't really care about that. I feel like they really want to see, how you can help them, how you can benefit them, but also like your levels of curiosity, and see how interested you are in the field of computer science and coding and programming and the like, so on and so forth. Number two is you do not know how much harder the person next to you is working. So I'm gonna break this down. So basically, we had a lot of different groups in here. I didn't even know how many there were. I thought there were probably about 20 groups, but when we went to the ceremony, it was like 30, it looked like. And the truth is, you do not know how hard the person is working next to you. I had a friend of mine who told me his buddy was in the hackathon, wasn't even working because his group wasn't even doing anything, and he wasn't feeling it. Me personally, I can break this down into things. You don't know how hard the person next to you is working in the group, but you don't know how hard your people in your group are working. My group, I knew my members, and like some days I left early. My group members literally stayed up from 9:30 to 7 in the morning. And to me, it just taught me the levels of work ethic that are needed, and a sense of like you need to put out a fire. Recently, if you guys were paying attention, I know a lot of my school was affected by the Canvas. AWS went down. That to me is the level of work that you need to do to kind of get that stuff back online, because you got to fix bugs, you got to fix errors, and my team was doing that without me. And I was like, I honestly felt bad, but it was okay, because like they just knew what they were doing, and honestly, they didn't want anyone bothering them. So I just kind of took a side of that, and I did what I could. But to be completely honest, it is crazy how hard the person next to you is working, whether it be your teammates or you just don't know how hard the next group is working. And the next point, which kind of segues off of the last one, is you need to have delusional self-belief. This is not some motivational rah-rah kind of, crazy thing. I do believe in quiet confidence. That's something that, I try to, teach myself and try to learn myself. It's a process that I'm trying to work on. But delusional self-belief, as in like you just think you're gonna win by default, and in like a video game sense, if that makes any sense. Just like you just think you're gonna win the game by default. And my group, we went into that. We literally thought we were gonna win it because we didn't see anybody else going to the workshops that the school was providing for the hackathon during the time period that they were having it, and we just genuinely thought we were gonna win it. Mind you, we didn't win, but we did get a nomination for best user experience, best UI, UX. And honestly, we thought we were going to lose, but still, I do think because we had that delusional level of confidence that we were going to win, we ended up actually placing better than we thought. We didn't get, the big prizes or anything like that, but regardless, nonetheless, we still won something, which low-key I think is going to segue us into my team again going forward. If I do continue to work with them, we're going to do better the next time. And I think it's because of that delusional confidence that we had coming into it, whether we knew it or not, it actually helped us in the long run. Now, I can say that in terms of motivation, there's kind of two ways. This is going to be probably can put this into another video. I'll probably explain this a little more in depth, but think of motivation as this: like you can have a goal that you can automatically think you're going to win a goal by default. So you have like this star you're here, and then you also could have the impending doom behind you, and then you have to be able to control yourself. So it's just like a horse. Like, think about like a horse with horse blinders on. You have the goal, but then you also have something you're running away from. To me, that's motivation in a nutshell. Now, my group, honestly, I don't know about them. I haven't asked them about this deep level of thought about around motivation, but I don't think they had something running after them. I genuinely, we just thought we had the horse blinders on, and we were just like, we're gonna go after this specific thing. So those are my 3 lessons. I hope you can, use these for your own experience, whether you're in CS or apply them in the real world. And I possibly will turn this into a podcast soon. Um, if not, link in the description for my Twitter where I post little bite-sized pieces of this. And other than that, best of wishes for you and the rest of your week. And do what you want with this information. Have a good week.